Hey guys, Zul'jin here. Welcome back to another episode of Kingdom. The sun is rising on day 41, 44, something like that. And yeah, we're just waiting for the portal to kind of put itself back together and see what's gonna happen. I've been pretty much activating the portals every few days, or deactivating the portals every few days, I should say. Kind of letting them finish with them, and then just as soon as the portal comes to life here, kind of just making some stuff happen. Sending all my knights out. And the end result is kind of nasty here. What ends up happening is, see how I have this this peasant left over? A little bit of that goes on, but I have been buffing my knights to make sure that it goes back a little bit better. They get all in the portal's grill and kind of keep the archers being able to attack the portal itself. Because without it, without the knight buff, what ends up happening is the archers waste a lot of their arrows on the greed. And while that's kind of cool in concept, nothing really happens as far as the portal, and we end up, I think we end up cannibalizing our own people a little bit more. So it takes a little bit to get money here, but luckily I've brought over a couple of friends, and it's wintertime right now, but I can easily go for either the unicorn or the stag anytime I want. And we have a few days to calm down here. So even though I did lose a couple people and a couple tools, I do have some portals set up to where I can get back and forth relatively easy. And that enables me just to get a little bit of money, resecure my buffs, get everything going. I think I am a little low right here for this. So what I'm going to do is go back a little bit more. Now, I realize that I could get farms a little bit closer, but because it's the winter time, it really wouldn't do me any good. And as you saw, I set up ballistas and turrets and portals and everything else. So I'm as well fortified at the end as I need to be. And that was an archer just heading back there to kind of to refill my ranks. So I go back here typically, and I make a little bit of changes. I rehire on my bows. I don't know why we only have a few farmers here. It's probably because of the wintertime. Things are drying up a little bit. But there's still a lot of money in my coffers. The castle is full. I've donated, I don't know how many times to old boy to make sure that he stays full. And I have been using most of my resources here on the bakery and bread and stuff, just to keep that really full. I haven't been focusing on anything on the left, but the boat is built and it's already all the way on the other side of the map here, so it's pretty cool. At this point though, pretty much all I'm doing is rehiring archers and just making sure that I take care of the recruits. At times I do travel all the way to the left to make sure that that my recruits are full. Sometimes they don't always go to the bakery. I mean, they do, but it's a little bit more aggressive, I guess you could say, with actually doing it on the right. I mean, doing it on the left, going to the village and actually pulling them together. So, as you can tell, it's a little regular at this point. I'm gonna go ahead and donate to him again because I don't think I'm gonna need that much money. And it's all good. And then, like I said, with the unicorn and the grass and stuff, it comes back pretty easily. So let's go ahead and buy one more bow, and then the last couple of stragglers will come back and get their bows. You know, it's a shame we can't set up some sort of weapon shop there, but unfortunately we can't. The good news is we have 3 days in between any of the attacks and stuff, so we really don't have much to worry about in that manner. We kind of have to redo our buffs and just go back out. So the days are relatively long. As it was, is I think the last 3 or 4, I wouldn't say days, but like 3 or 4 3-day cycles have been relatively boring. It's literally me just kind of not being AFK, but watching what goes on at the portal. And as soon as the portal gets put back together, I attack it, and then I have 3 more days to come back and make sure that everything is good. It doesn't take me a whole 3 days to do it. It typically only takes me a 1-day cycle. But it is good because it works in 3-day intervals, and what I didn't realize is that I really don't need to do the builder buff hardly ever, because there's really nothing to buff. Like, the walls don't get destroyed and stuff because I proactively attack the portal. It's basically all about getting the portal down. And the night buff is probably... I'm gonna go ahead and buff the farmers one time. It's probably... I don't know what effect that has in the wintertime, but... Now, every once in a while, I get a little low on money, as you can see here. And without the grass from the... Oh, here we go. 2 more hires here. Without the grass from the springtime, it's a little bit difficult. Also, my builders, I found out, won't go all the way to the end due to the fact that there is... the portal's near. And they're scared of it, I suppose. Or you guys have led me to believe that anyway. So, unfortunately, too, without the grass, we don't really have meadows for bunny money. So that's one of the reasons why I kind of wanted to start recording now, because I don't know how great this is going to be. But as you can see, there's really nothing to worry about at night. When the day passes, one of the other rocks go to the cave or whatever, and I guess y'all saw this animation at the beginning, but I want to show y'all what happens anyway. It is just a little matter of time before the rock comes up and it like magically gets added back to the portal. And you can't go any further right here. Your mount kind of rejects going a little bit forward, like, oh, evil cave. But that's about it. So money is gonna be, I guess, the only thing that we really have to worry about, and thankfully we put a bunch up. And like I said, I do have the boat up, so I could leave if I wanted to, but I really want to see this out and see how difficult it does get. And there is the rock, just like we predicted. Not the rock, the wrestling guy, I mean the boulder. The actual piece of the cave that's gonna get nailed back in there. And there we go, day 46. So it gets a little bit lonely out here in the kingdom. But as you can see, the portal is getting put back together, and we are still in the dilemma that we need a little bit of help getting back. So let's actually go back again and see if we can get any money from the farmers. I don't know what that farmer buff may have helped, but it definitely should have helped something. You know, the stag doesn't have as much stamina as I remember. Although, I do remember being able to eat grass, and there's none of that now because of the winter time. I'm not sure how long we have to go before the seasons change again, but it would appear that it is going to be pretty long here. And I do still have a couple days left on the night buff, so it's not that crucial that I get some money back, but all in all, it's all good. So by the time you guys are watching this video, for those of you that's been around my channel for a little while, I am going to be doing some Minecraft streaming soon. Hermitcraft has started a new pack, and it is a modded, it's going to be like a modded series. So I don't know how much I'm going to play it or whatever, but I do know there's so many changes to blood magic in Minecraft mods that I want to go through at least that. So I'm going to do some streaming and playing around. I got a chance to play with some of the hermits yesterday when we did like our first start, and I'm not really gonna do YouTube episodes of it, but I am gonna do stream recaps, so you guys are gonna see those on the channel. So anyway, if you're interested in Minecraft, that'll be cool for you. All right, so I don't have much going on in the way of farming here. I am gonna go to the other farm that I do have and try to get a little bit. So I guess in the wintertime it just restricts your cash flow, but it doesn't eliminate it. Thankfully, we saved money for a rainy day here. That's excellent. In fact, I am going to give this back to you because the other farmers are going to pay out just a little bit. Get off my bread, homie. Get off my bread. Alright, good deal. Good deal. So let's go to the other farm just so that we can, like, maximize our purse. There we go. You know, that's not a bad haul. It really isn't. One of the, you know, I wish there was like, this is gonna sound funny, okay? But I wish there was like a golden horse that you can, like, you can spend coins with in order to get some more stamina. So let's just say that right now I'm running out of stamina. Right now I'd have this golden horse. I might be able to just press up on the key the keypad, or E instead of down or S, and get some extra stamina. I think that would be pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead and leave the farmers to it, and I want to make sure my night buff is gonna be full. So I'm not gonna take the portals back yet. We should just be able to attack it first thing during the day. All right, do I have my stamina back? Yes, I do. Very good. So yeah, unfortunately, what a lot of what I'm doing right now is kind of rinse and repeat, guys. And I suppose I could just do commentary over it, but I don't think that's gonna make the most amazing videos in the world. And I would rather just kind of give you guys updates. So what I'll probably do, I'll finish out the episode. I'll give you guys a good long episode this time, and then what I'll do is I think I'll skip, I guess, maybe a few more cycles, maybe pick it up around in the mid 50s or something like that, and see how it goes. But that is gonna be quite a long bit away. Being that it's only 3-day cycles, it's kind of rough to know. Alright, there we go. So we're maxed out. I do want to give 1 level to farm buff. That way the money is good when we go back. And I'll also hire a couple villagers. You see, as long as we can continually hire villagers at the same pace that we're losing them, we should be fine. Which, if I preemptively attack the portal, it's not really hard to do that. And spending a few dollars on an extra buff for the knights and the archers with the warhorse is probably a good investment. Let's see here. So the portal is not quite active yet. We have 1 more cycle before that happens. I think it's in 3-day cycles, and on the 4th day, I think that's when it goes. What's weird is that when the portal's closed and there's a blood moon, nothing happens. Like, absolutely nothing. It just goes to, like, it just makes the gloomy music, you know, and the blood moon rises. But there's like nothing going on. Nothing happens. So I think that little stomp of the foot, that right there is the equivalent of making sure that the horse is ready to do his buff, or I guess that's what you call it. I really wish I knew, but what the wiki says is that it adds resistance to your knights and your archers. So I think that's it. So when this gets added to the portal, I do believe that it's gonna come up, and basically we'll have to attack it. Now we don't have to, but like I said, when the impending wave is much worse than what could be. So let's go ahead and spend our money. Yeah, allowing the wave to go through is bad news because it does get big. I imagine a few points into it, it gets pretty rough. Alright. I am going to spend a lot of my money. It is getting increasingly more difficult, money-wise, to make sure that the portal gets taken care of. See how much money that the knights lose? The good news is, without the night buff, I think that this would be a lot harder. Because, like I said, I'll show you guys in one of the next fights. But basically, what happens is, and that's all the money that I have there. Basically, what happens is the archers use all of their arrows to attack the oncoming greed, which in turn takes the arrows away from the portal, going to the portal and hitting that, and the portal just stays up longer, and that's kind of bad news. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, actually. Yeah, it's kind of bad news because that doesn't help anything. The longer the portal stays open, the more the greed pour through, and the worse off that that we all get. So it's time to go get gold yet again, but I am gonna do that on the I do have 3 gold left, so I'm gonna use the stag. Just makes more sense. The quicker I can move around, the better. Alright, so this is the first. We took the portal down, but there was 1 rock that went. So I think it's the 3rd. I'll take that back. Instead of the 4th, it's the 3rd. The 3rd night. Oh, and you know what? I don't have any money to take the portal back. I didn't even realize that. So we're gonna have to do some running. Oh well, we can take the portal the other way. Yeah, some grass would be really, really nice, man. The unicorn could just make this a heck of a lot easier, passively. Heck, I can't even recruit that guy. Kinda sucks. And the distance is just ridiculous. Like, being that it's scenario 5, you know, it takes so long to get back. I'm still confused why we can't activate that tower, but you can't. Like, you can't add any money to that tower to get a new knight, so we're forced to have the knights that we have. I do think it would cost a little bit more to upkeep, but if we had more knights on the right side, our survivability would be increased exponentially. I really do think so. Because even if a knight would die eventually, we could just redo it. So I still have 2 days left on the knight buff. That's good. I really need to get some stamina here. You got enough? I really wish I could eat grass too. Because that would increase the speed of it all. Alright. And I did think about possibly going to the left and maxing out some knights, but they'll never come to the right side if you hire a knight tower on the left. So it's they'll basically just sit at base, or if you send them out, they'll go directly to the boat. All right, that's good. A few dollars here. A few dollars. That means we can reinvest at the bank, just to make sure we keep that investment revenue coming. I guess that's how it goes. It has to give back more than you put in. At least that's what it feels like. Alright. So we need a few more bows. That's no surprise there. There we go. Alright, and we have a new hire here. We have a new hire here. We have a new hire here. We gotta fill the bakery back up. So very much rinse and repeat, you guys. Let's give this guy our money. Okay, that's good. You're full of money. Let's go ahead and spend all of our cash that we can on bows. And I think I'm gonna give him 1 more load of cash. There we go. Alright, so we only have a few coins left here, but we should get paid relatively well from the farmers here. There are 3 out here. Plenty enough to fill up the purse. Well, not super full, but you get my drift. By the time I pass back to the other farmers, I should be very well set. And you can see it looks like I'm gaining. It looks like I'm gaining people because they are going to the left here and there. That means the balance is still offset, which is pretty interesting. So they keep going left. So I don't know. It's like, I guess the people that I have on the right side is enough to balance it out or something like that. I don't know. You guys have any money left? I should stay because I don't know. No, I don't think it's gonna be worth it because they'll have money when I come back too. What I need to do is make sure that I'm there for when the portal gets redone. I can attack it again. All right. Now I'm sure there's some steps that I could do to save a little bit of money. But I mean, what else do I have to do? What else do I have to do, honestly? All right, another snow. So this is the rain before the blood moon, so to speak. Let's go ahead and add. There we go. could have took the shortcut back, but... And we might be able to do the portal without the warhorse. You know, I mean, I know we can, but I like the fact that we have the warhorse just to give him an extra advantage. All right. Any day now, you can get your stamina back, little buddy. Okay, this is also gonna run me 8 gold. All right. And I think the farmer buff is a good thing. Now, the bad thing is I only have $2 left. So I don't have any money to give to my knights. And honestly, this is pretty much going to do it right here too. And I have no money waiting for me at the end. So my little speech about waiting for the farmers, I think that's a good thing. I think I should just go back and hit them up for a little bit of cash. The bad thing is by the time I come back, they're not going to have a bunch, but I do think I have another day for them to build up. Plus I still have the farmers on the left that technically have 2 days to build up, so. And like I said before, all of this would be a lot easier if I had grass to eat with the unicorn. Although, without grass to eat with the unicorn, maybe you can still make gold. That's something I didn't think of. You guys have probably commented on it since I've been talking about it. But I didn't realize that. You know, sometimes when the unicorn's just standing still, he generates gold. Alright. See, this is... Technically, that was the blood moon coming or whatever. But there's no portal. Like, the portal's gone, so we really don't have a blood moon. Well, the moon wasn't red either, but this is the blood moon music, I believe. And the sky's kind of red. Oh no, that was the sun going down, wasn't it? So this actually might be a red blood moon. Alright, you guys did get a little bit of cash. That makes me happy. Enough to probably feed my knights if I get into some trouble here. And I'm gonna try... Nope, it's a regular old moon. It's a regular old moon. Another thing is the amount of cash that I'm generating really isn't enough to keep up the builder's buff, which makes a lot of difference when you're defending. Okay, I was about to say uh-oh, but those are the two villagers that I hired from earlier, so it's fine. And the night buff is really what set me back a lot of cash. Okay, so that quickly brings me back. And if you guys are curious about how that works, basically, wherever you teleport, this portal is not connected to another portal. But if you use that portal and go somewhere else, it gives you the ability to build a portal wherever you land. And that's basically what I did from other portals that were way to my left back to here. All right. So let's see. We're gonna play around with this. I'm gonna play around with this and see if I generate money. Okay, still nothing. And I don't try to eat anything here. I guess if there were grass somewhere right here, I don't know where exactly grass would be, but no, I do not. I do not eat at all with the unicorn, so I don't make any money with this. That's that's unfortunate. Okay, well, I might as well spend a few gold on the warhorse before I decide to do anything else. Well, that was a 3 gold expenditure. That was a waste, pretty much, but all in all, it's okay. I still got 2 gold that I could use to travel back and forth, and I still got my buff for all of these guys, so. Oh man, that's the kingdom, you guys. That's the way the ball bounces here. So, like I said, day 100 is gonna be really, really long-winded to get to. When you think about it, I am on day, what is that? What is L? L is 50. So I'm on day 70. I thought I was lower than that. L is 50? Yeah, L is 50, isn't it? So I am on, yeah, I'm on day 70. Holy cow, I didn't think I was that far. That's actually pretty good, because C is 100. And basically, I think the Roman numerals switch at like 90? I think they switch at 90. So what'll happen is it'll be like C, no, it'll be XC. Kind of like IV, because you put a 1 in front of the V and that subtracts from it. That's the way, I think that's the way the Roman numerals go, if I do remember correctly. It's a little bit to process. Yeah, it's XC is 90. So it'll go like L, XXX, IX for 89, then it'll go XC, and then XCI, then XCII. Yeah, that's how it's gonna go. Weird, man. Weird, weird, weird. Alright, let's see. So I think this actually is going to be the last stone. And I don't have enough cash to make my knights charge in. I didn't even think about that. If this is the last stone, I'm gonna get a few casualties here. In fact, you know what? I need to go back. I need to go back. I didn't even spend money on the stag this time. I didn't even think about that. I didn't have enough money to actually send my guys to attack. I do have one more set for the night buff right there. Man. The stamina consumption is the biggest thing, man. It really is. Okay. So in all honesty, though, I should still have the rest of the day to gather. Because there'll be a few stragglers from the activated portal due to my proximity to it. But that's the worst that it's going to get. Alright, any day now. Catch your breath. Here we go. Nice. Okay, we do have enough cash to send them out, but I think I'm gonna go to the left. I don't want to stop the investments, the investment chain. It just seems like a little bit too much, too big of an expense to take. In fact, these guys are gonna have a ton of money. I'm gonna save one of them, well, two of them actually. So that's gonna be all the gold that I take. Now, my purse is a little bit more full, and I have 2 farmers left that just have a ton of gold on them. And I know what you're thinking, well, you could pay the investment banker a little bit more, but I don't think that's necessarily that we need to do that. Let's get a little bit more stamina here. And I'm probably going to overflow. Yep, I overflowed a little bit. No big deal. Overflow is good, though. It lets me know that I have the most that I could possibly have. So what we'll do is, as soon as we get to a portal here, we'll go. And on the way back, we'll redo our buffs, because I think I still have buffs for one more night. I should. According to the night statue, and every time I fill the night statue, it's full. Yeah, I have it for one more night. That is good. That is good. Alright, and here is the portal. It's going to save me a ton of stamina and a ton of time. Alright. So let's see. Everybody's still in order. Let's make sure the knights have money. They do. Okay, the portal is up. So I need to attack it before the night. That's basically what needs to happen. I don't want to let the wave come through. It's probably going to be too severe. Let's go ahead and do it. Alright, well, we still have the buff and stuff, you know. one casualty. See, watch how this goes. See how all their arrows are just hitting the portal? That's the way it needs to be. Make sure you guys stay paid. Get all the extra resistances. There's the portal down again. That's basically how it goes, you guys. That's basically how it goes. And mitigating the gold seems to be the biggest challenge right now. Seems to be the biggest challenge. Making sure everything has enough gold. You know, during the winter, if I wouldn't switch to the stag, I would probably be better off. It just takes me a little bit more time. And now, check this out. We can actually go to... I'm going to spend 1 gold here to go to the statues. Just to save a little bit of stamina. And I know I could recruit right there, but let's see. This is the former statue. I'll go ahead and spend 4 on it. And then, I don't know if I have enough gold to get the knight statue. No, I won't. But I can at least give this one another level. Let's see, is this to go back? Yes, it is. Oops. Anyway, that's pretty much the way that it's gonna go, you guys, from here on out until we get to, I guess, a much later time. So I think I'm gonna call that an episode, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed it. If you did, give me some dap on that like button to show your support, and you can subscribe to the channel for more daily videos. Thanks so much for watching. As always, this is Uljan signing off, and we'll see you next time.